Hi, this is Mimi from Mimi's Papercrafting. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're making a notebook. Now, originally I was going to make a wiener dog notebook and use my Cricut and my cinch and make an actual notebook. If you want to see me do that using my Cricut and my cinch, let me know down below and I will. However, not everybody has a Cricut, not everybody has a cinch. So, I'm going to show you how to make a notebook. Okay. Using a die. I'm going to use this book die and how to do it. Okay, so I'm going to use this book die. Now, normally, I've got so much crap in here. Okay, normally, I have to take this off here. Use chipboard for base, but I can't run chipboard through my die cut machine. Jesus Christ, I'm telling you guys. So I cannot use chipboard this time, so I might just cut and then use multiple pieces of paper stacked together. I'm just grabbing what I need. I don't need any of this. I just want the basics of what I need. Okay, so that's basically what I need. The rest can go back in the package. So I'm using this one. You can use whatever you want. You can use a mason jar. You can use a heart. You can use stars. You can use your Cricut and cut out a shape from your Cricut. Like I said, I was going to do a wiener dog and use my cinch. This one, I'm going to use my die cut machine and use book rings. Okay, because that I feel like is more accessible for everybody than a Cricut and a cinch machine. And if you have a Cricut but no cinch machine, you can use your Cricut and cut out what you want and then use book rings to hold it together. If you have a cinch machine and no Cricut, you can use your dies and make one and use your cinch machine. And if you have neither of those, a Cricut or a cinch, you can do what I'm doing. So I'm doing it in the most accessible way, in my opinion. I'm going to go off camera and I'm going to cut out all of these pieces. This is going to be a very quick video, you guys, but you do not need to see me cut these pieces out. I've already done it on camera. I will link that video down below for the Temu haul when I got this and when I cut out all of the dies from that Temu haul. I did a video on. I will link it down below so you can see how you cut it out. I will show you how you put it together in this video, but you don't need to see me cut everything and it'll be a while. So I'll be back. Okay, so before I do the die cutting, I wanted to show you what I grabbed. I'm going to use this from the book club paper pad from Michael's. I'm going to use this for my cover. Also, these for my cover. So this will be for the pages. This will be for the... Oh no, I think I decided the pink was going to be for the pages. This will be for the background, like this part, the full book. This will be for the bookmark. This will be for the pages. This will be for the decorative cover. I grabbed this back of an old paper pad for the back of the notebook, and I have 32-pound, come on, printer paper that I'm going to try and get as many pieces out of. I was originally going to use the die to cut the papers out and have it die shaped. We will see how many I get and if I feel like it. How's that? How's that? We'll see. Come on, camera. All right, I'm going to cut these out and then I will be back. Okay, I have everything cut out. I did not want to cut out the metal die on this cardboard because I don't know if it would bend or ruin the die and I don't want to risk it. So what I'm going to do is just take a pencil and trace this die and then cut it out. and it shifted. So I'm just going to trace it, and then what I'm going to do is not actually, I'm going to cut it out, and then since I did cut a piece of paper to cover this, I'll be able to adjust, because this is going to cut it bigger than the actual cutout, because you're tracing the die. So let's cut it out. I'm going to cut exactly on my pencil line. Yeah, tell me down below, have you ever cut thicker stuff? I don't want to risk ruining my die. I don't have money to replace dies. I don't have die replacement money. So let me know down below, have you ever cut thicker? I mean, this is what they would, I mean, I don't know what they even, this is cardboard, I guess. Let me know. People do refer to it as chipboard, but to me, it's not stiff enough to be chipboard. It's still very flimsy, but it'll work for a back, because this is what most notebooks are made out of. Okay, there we go. Put that to the side. So now we have all of our pieces. I didn't cut out many pieces of paper, but we have this. So we're going to glue everything together, starting with our pink pages. Okay. I really like this die. And making notebooks can be a really easy gift to make, especially literally, like if you're going to use your Cricut, it's even easier. Okay. So that goes there. This goes here. It's upside down, but I don't care. And this goes here, like so. Okay, let's glue this one on. Yep, if you're gonna use, or just use something that's not shaped like this, and you can cut the paper easy, homemade notebooks can be a really easy project. I mean, this didn't take me long. It took me about 5 minutes to cut everything out. My nose itches. All right, and one little strip, and then I believe, yes, there's a bookmark yet. Okay, cute. And then the bookmark, which I'm just gonna have like so. I didn't get very far in this book. I'm right at the beginning. All right. Then we have these pages, like so, that I cut out. And then we have this. See, it's a little bit bigger. So what I'm going to do is glue this on and then trim around it. Okay. And to get it cut for the back of the notebook, you just turn your paper upside down. Okay? You just turn your paper upside down so it will cut correctly. All right. Actually, that's not lined up. There we go. That's better. Okay. Let me put my pin in my glue, And now all I'm going to do is cut and follow the paper line here, because the decorative paper was cut with the die, so that's the exact size we need. Okay. There's people up and about. I have a lot of errands to run today, since yesterday was shed building day, and if you follow my videos, you know that didn't go very well. So today I have errands to run. I have to go to Michael's and I have to get yarn for a baby blanket. And I've been seeing a lot of really cool journaling stuff at Five Below, so I want to go to Five Below. All right, so there it is. There's just a little notebook. Look how cute that is. So I need little rings, which is all I have left. So I keep telling myself to buy more rings, and I don't. And I think I'm going to do 3. Okay. And I need a hole punch. And what I'm going to do is take this and my centering ruler, and I'm going to punch in this decorative spot right here. So we need to kind of find where the middle is. And it would be nice if we were straight. So I think that's the middle. Pardon my reach. I put my pencil away. So we're going to do one at 0 and 1.5. Sounds good. 0 and 1.5. And we're going to adjust our depth gauge. So there we have that. I'm going to take it. I'm going to use it for the back. And punch again. Okay. And then we have our papers. They're all stuck together because they kind of got squished when I was cutting them out with the die cut machine, but that's okay. We'll unsquish them once we punch our holes. Come on. Damn it, all the hell. There we go. Okay. Once we punch all our holes, we'll unsquish them. We'll tear them apart, but why do that when they're so nicely together and I still have to punch holes? I also didn't cut out a lot of paper. You can cut out as much as you want. I'm doing this for funsies, so it didn't matter to me. Okay, so now we're just going to take all this paper. See, it's all, and this is 32-pound cardstock. It's what I like to use to make planners and stuff like that. Like I said, I didn't cut out much. Just enough to make a notebook to show you guys making a notebook. Okay, and then if I was doing the cinch, I would cinch along this edge, but I'm not. And the good thing is with this little notebook is you can also punch other pieces of paper to come in here. They don't have to be this shape. I could have cut these to be, give me a second. I could have cut them into rectangles instead of the shape. And I would have cut them to be, I was looking for my ruler, 4 inches wide, and I would have cut them to, let's see, about 4 3/4 long. Then you're missing this little, or you literally could have cut it to the full 4 inch by, say, 5 inch, I think it is 5 inch, and you could have just hand cut this little notch. But if you're doing a simpler die or something like that, it would not be this difficult. Or if you're using a Cricut, you just cut out many a pages at a time. And that's it. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed seeing how to make a little notebook with supplies you have around your house. I didn't buy anything new. This is everything I already had. I didn't buy anything new. So easy peasy. And like I said, they would make really cute Christmas presents. Like if you would like make this for a book lover, or a mason jar one, anything like that, any kind of little shape. Like I said, there was the wiener dog I wanted to do, but I didn't want to use a Cricut for this. I wanted to show you how to do it without. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I already said that, I believe. I don't even remember. Have a great rest of your day, you guys. Hit the like button and subscribe. Have a great rest of your day.